In today's video, I want to teach you how easy it is to use a second portable touchscreen monitor on your Mac. Using a second display, whether you're using a PC or a Mac, makes you about 42% more productive, and that's because you can get more information in a single view without constantly needing to switch tabs. The display that I've been using for the past couple of years is the Espresso display. They're an awesome Aussie brand. Their displays are super light, but the cool thing is they also bring touchscreen to a Mac. As you can see, I've got an Excel workbook here, and I'm using touchscreen to interact with it, which is something I can't do natively on the Mac display. To get started using an external display on your Mac is super easy. Plug in via HDMI or USB-C on your Mac, and then simply plug in this case via USB-C, to your external display. Give it a couple of seconds, and then your Mac will either start to mirror or extend the display. If you have a touchscreen monitor like the Espresso, you can download the manufacturer's software that enables things like touchscreen. If not, you can use it as a non-touch. By default, your display is probably mirroring what's on your MacBook. I don't find this super productive, so I'm going to go into our settings and I'm going to extend the displays instead. To do this, what you want to do is in the top right-hand corner, select on your control center and then choose on the screen mirroring option. From here, we're going to select on display settings. Another way of doing this is simply just launching into your system settings straight away and selecting on display. What you want to do next is select on your Espresso display or whatever your display is called, and instead of the use as mirror, we're going to drop this down and we're going to say stop mirroring instead. What you can see, it turns into the extended display. So on the left-hand side, I have that Excel workbook that I was working on, and on the right-hand side, I have another piece of content. This is super handy, especially when I'm doing something in Excel and also possibly writing an email. I can just glance from screen to screen instead of constantly switching between windows. I can have one on the left and one on the right. So super handy. The next thing you want to do is tell the computer how your displays are physically arranged. So in our settings here, I'm going to select on the arrange option, and this is going to allow you to tell the computer whether the displays are physically in front of you. The one on the right is our built-in display. And say, for example, we had our Espresso display on the right-hand side, not the left. Well, I'd move my main display over to the left. So that means I can move my mouse from left to right, and it's easy so I can quickly drag things to and from. Whether I'm working on my PC or my Mac, using a secondary display just makes my workflow so much more productive, but there are two drawbacks I want to talk to you guys about. When I'm using my portable monitor, I'm usually out and about, and that means I'm not always connected to power. Plugging in my computer to a secondary display does mean my computer battery dies faster, because it's not only charging and running my main computer, but it's also charging the secondary display. So that is something you do need to worry about. The other thing I want to talk about is, of course, the difference in screen resolution. Whether I'm using a computer like my Surface Pro or my MacBook, these have really high resolution screens. The secondary display maxes out, or my one maxes out at 1080p. And this is fine, but one thing I do want to call out is that you're not going to get the same crispness and high fidelity images as you would on your main display compared to your secondary display. But when you're using it for things like reading text and looking at numbers and documents, it is an awesome, awesome companion. And there you have it. That is how I use my portable display on my Mac. I do love the fact that it also brings touchscreen to the Mac operating system. Super handy and super portable. Of course, if you like this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. If you're super chat raise your computer, hit that subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.